What's up, guys? Today I'd like you to show how to create Python charts in Excel in a quick and fast way. Pretty simple. I hope you enjoy it. I have prepared the sample of data showing the stock prices for 5 American companies. And I would like to show you how we can use this data to create a simple Python chart. First of all, before we start, just make sure that you have the Python available in your Excel. So to do that, you need to go to Home, Formulas, and here you will see that we have the insert Python command. It means that we can use Python in our Excel. If you can't find it here, try to go to the File, Options, Customize Ribbon, and from this list, try to find the insert Python command and add it to your main tabs in the formulas here. So in this session, I would like you to show two options how we can create charts. Let's start with the option where I will create a chart step by step. First, we will define the columns and then we'll create the Python data frame. So how we can write the Python code? We need to first select the cell and insert either Python command, or we can simply write equal pi, and it will also open the Python interpreter where we can write the code. Here, keep in mind that by default, in the initialization, you can see that Excel preloads the following libraries for us: NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, Stats Model, Seaborn, all of preloaded, and we don't have to import this again while we do write our code. We also can see that there is extra library Excel that helps us to interact with the arrays, ranges, and convert them into data frames that I will show you later. So let's create the Python chart. To do that, we need to convert the cell into Python. It will open the Python interpreter, and here let's start with the first option where we'll define step by step. So the first column will be the company, where we'll need to simply select the range. And as you can see, we have this extra argument headers. So if we want to include the company as the header, we need to define it as true, which it is in this case. Similarly, we will do the same for stock price, where we can select this range. Okay, so now we have two columns defined. Let's create a data frame, which we will call data. And then we will initialize the data frame instance using the pd.dataframe command. Again, all the libraries, they were preloaded by us, and you can find them in the initialization tab. So let's define the data frame structure. So the first column will be the company, right? And the data will come from the column 1. So here it's important to know that the way how the Excel treats the ranges here in the Python, it considers them as the separate data frames, okay, by default. So that's why in order to convert into values, we need to first select the column of this data frame, and then we need to write the values method, okay? Similarly, we will do the same for column 2, which we will call stock price. Column 2, stock price dot values. Okay, again, we are doing this because Excel treats these ranges as the data frames, but we need to have the values in order to create our own combined data frame from these two columns. Then we can close data frame. Okay, so now we can see what we have. We can see Ctrl Enter. You see it starts connecting to the Python, and now we have the data frame, okay, with all the company stock prices. So now let's plot the data. In this case, we will use the matplotlib library with the bar methods, where we'll plot first the x-axis will be the data company, okay, and the y-axis will be the data stock price column, okay. So we define the bar chart, and let's also add the title, which will be stock prices analysis, and we can display this using the show command from matplotlib. Click enter, Ctrl enter. Now we can see we have the image. The next step would be to convert this Python object into the Excel value. In this case, you see it pops us as the image, and we can create the reference to show this for us. So that was the first option, how we can create in a customizable way the Python chart, and the second option will be quite simple and quick. In the second option, we need to open the interpreter, we need to define the variable data, and we can just simply select all the data from here. Okay, so the Excel will let us automatically define all the company, all the column fields, all the data inside. Click Ctrl Enter. You can see here it's defined correctly. And the same way we would need to show this to the user using the matplotlib commands. Click Enter, convert Python object to the Excel value, create reference, and you can see we have the same, exactly the same chart. So there are two ways. The quick one, as I showed you, this one, and the second one where it's more customizable. It might be useful when you have the columns from different sheets, from different sources, and you want to combine it into one data frame. But if you have all the data in one place, then you can simply refer it in this way. The last thing I wanted to show you guys is how we can create variables inside Excel. It's pretty straightforward. So for example, we can again open the Python interpreter, and we can define a variable, let's say fruit equals to orange. Okay, so that will be our variable. We then click Ctrl Enter to run the Python code. So now we have the orange variable, and we can move this around the sheets, no problem, no big deal. And let's say I wanted to see what's the length of the orange word, right? What's number of characters that this word has. In order for me to do that, I need to again open the Python interpreter, and I want to show, I will use the command lang and refer to the variable fruit, right, that we defined previously, and click Ctrl Enter. So now you can see error, and I did it on purpose. So important thing to remember is that Excel reads all the Python code that you created from the top left cell, okay, from A1 to the bottom, to the last cell in the bottom right, the bottom right. It starts reading from the first row, then the second, from the third, fourth, and etc. right? And here, because we called the lang method before the variable fruit, right? We call it in here, it produces error because it's undefined. And you can see this in the diagnostics, in the formulas diagnostics here. You can see that we have this error popping up. To fix that, we need to move this command after we define the fruit variable. For example, here it will work. You can see it's 6 here, 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 any place. So it just needs to be after we define the orange. Thanks guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more. Peace.